I directly empower professional women over 40 who's experienced burnout, stress, and overwhelm. Most oftentimes, I teach them how to gain a self-care routine, how to build a seamless schedule that meets all their professional and personal needs, and to help them to balance themselves as well as their lives through the effects of self-care, emotional intelligence, and again, routines to help them to be resilient, to build emotional resilience and balance their professional and personal lives. Oftentimes, this is challenging, so I help them to become aware. And I let them know that awareness is presently knowing consciously the effects of the environment that manifests mentally, emotionally, and behaviorally. And with this being stated, if you don't know what is causing your emotions, your thoughts, and your behaviors to be unpleasant, then you can't conquer what you don't confront. Therefore, if you can't change how you show up in the environment, then the environment will cause challenges.
Fusion here. And I'm thinking about the different topics around my niche, which is to work with professional women who are looking to find resilience. They're looking to have a self-care routine that incorporates into their daily lives seamlessly. And as a result of that, they gain happiness, fulfillment, and balance. So as I'm creating this content for the professional women aged 35 to 60 plus in the USA, a couple of things are coming to me. As I focus again on self-care, I focus on emotional intelligence, I focus on professional development, right? So in this particular framework, I do service individuals virtually online in a group coaching format in my membership. But as I sit here, I want to dive in and be more streamlined to help women even closer and better to what their pain points are as they are dealing with stress, they're dealing with overwhelm, they're dealing with burnout, they're dealing with prejudices on the job, especially those that are in the corporate environment, such as executives and business owners, as those are the women that I work with. And so being transparent, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about what is it that they need? What is it that they need? And so the topics that I discuss with them, I know they need that. But what is it that they need more of? Right? These are the benefits of the training that they get to be, again, happy, to be fulfilled, to be balanced. But what else do they need? I look back over my days of running my medical practice, 5 locations, in and out of traffic, to accommodate what was necessary for each patient, as I worked 6 days a week, and only took off Sundays. And Sundays for me was about church initially, fellowship, community, and as it began to burn out, it became just about isolation, right? Not isolation in concert to being depressed, but needing to find some way to fill me up again, put back in me what's necessary in order for me to give out again Monday through Saturday. And so with those particular challenges, you know, there came struggles within my daily work, to include being cynical, to include being so irritable with staff members, to include not wanting to manage, right? Not wanting to manage much of anything, delay management, delay looking at reports, feeling ready to go as soon as I hit the door, sitting in my office at my break times, turning off the large lights, just having on one lamp, and just sitting there eating junk food, and also watching Netflix, right? And I would ask my secretary, who's coming next? Can we schedule them another day? Can we switch this? Can we switch that? Because I was at that point, mind you, at the 6th level of burnout. If you don't know about the levels of burnout, contact me and I'll send you out some information. But getting to a point to where I am starting to jeopardize my business. And believe me when I say, when I stop taking care of my business, then my business stops taking care of me. And that's real talk. And so as a person who has recovered from burnout, it's very important for me to teach others what this looks like, the reality of it, and then how to overcome the residue of that reality. When I talk about residue, I talk about what are those habits that I put in place that helped save me in the period of mental exhaustion. Could not make decisions quickly, could not think quickly because my brain was tired. It just had enough, if you will. Lethargic, sleep challenges, eating more junk than I usually had. I mean, the list goes on and on. And so with the understanding that there are so many levels of burnout, and burnout really starts with the concept of us staying within the prolonged stress. Well, what do I mean? We know what stress is, right? But what is prolonged stress? Prolonged deals with the duration of how long we've been stressed. And so if we've been stressed for a long period of time and we've learned to operate and deal in that stressful long time period, then that's how burnout began to develop, okay? So as you give yourself and you don't replenish yourself, then you often are running on fumes, as they say, candles burning on both ends. And when you don't have anybody to pour back into you, then that becomes very challenging. And so as a result of thinking about and processing this information as I'm sitting here at the desk, I'm considering, providing more resources and more options for people who are in that space, because I remember being in that space. And there's one vision that I always keep, although I'm no longer burnt out, there's still a vision that I keep, because sometimes when you are well and you are able to move forward, you forget. So I'm always keeping a vision in my mind of me sitting there with the lights off, with the lamp on, me not wanting to be there, me contacting my secretary and saying, can you switch? Can you tell them to reschedule? Can you this? Can you that? And I was always busy. I always had patients on the roster. So at some point, that became challenging. And then I started messing up my money. Yeah, I started messing up my money in all type of capacities. Losing, y'all don't even want to know how much money I've lost. I ain't talking about no thousands. I'm not even talking about 10,000. I'm talking about 50 plus towards $1 million or so, right? So my business did well, but it also caused me to resent it. And it's so amazing how what you build with blood, sweat, and tears, you can end up resenting. And then you're not caring about it, period. And you can tell it to go to HELL because it's taking too much out of you. So I'm here to help the women who are at this place. If you need coaching, if you need help, if you need someone to just get this stuff off of your chest, then reach out. Send a DM, send a comment. Go to the website, thelevelingplace.com, so that you can get some help. And if you're interested in joining the membership wait list, go to thelevelingplace.com/.